Hey, what's going on YouTube? James from J Kramer Fitness Protein Review Guy. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at basics. Whey protein concentrate. Is this protein powder any good? Only if your definition of good is, I got catfished by a supplement with daddy issues. This tub shows up like a clean label Crom Queen. It says 25 grams of protein, flauns Provon and Avlonic like it's got Ivy League credentials. But under a label, bro, it's basically a community college night class energy. They've listed second on here natural and artificial flavors. That's like telling me your second biggest ingredient is whipped cream in a steak recipe. Yeah, but it's third party tested. Yeah, by Dyad Labs, which also has been certifying some amino spike protein blends that I've roasted in the past. That's like saying your Tinder date was verified by her ex. No percent daily value listed. No transparency. Yes, 130 calories of blue marshmallow mystery with a Prop 65 chase. Is basic protein good? Nah. It's a macro catfish with Jim Bro Riz and zero follow through. Is this protein powder amino spiked? Well, buddy, the thing is more padded than a frat bro's Tinder bio. CEO of gains? Nah. CEO of nitro inflation. You see, 25-gram protein and think cool muscle fuel. Well, what are you actually getting? Possibly a scoop full of legal lies and natural flavors that hits harder than your ex's last text at 2 a.m. Look at this. Second by weight, that's above salt, above sucralose. That's not flavoring. That's full-blown protein padded side hustle. And thanks to FDA's 21 CFR 101.36B2I, brands can legally count nitrogen from glycine, glutamine, or other filler aminos toward total protein. Doesn't matter if they build muscle. If it passes the nitrogen test, ding, label says 25 grams. That's not a problem. That's protein theater. This label drops Dyad Labs like it's some sacred protein priesthood. ISO 17025 accredited. Whoop-de-doo. That sounds legit. Until you realize Dyad is the same lab that's been slapping across other amino spike tubs that I've torn apart like a late night pizza box. What is this third party tested for what though? Heavy metals? Nope. Amino integrity? Don't even think about it. Prop 65 compliance? Give me a break. You don't even get a certificate of analysis. They claim testing, but when I have email asking for proof, nothing. Not even a response back. You want to ask them yourself? Here's their email. Hope you like digital scavenger hunts because the customer service email is buried deeper than your GPA sophomore year. Well, let's take a look. You barely can see it, and it's right here in fine print, a cute little, hey, this product may contain substances known to cause cancer and reproductive harm. Solid. And what's wild, they're using Glambia proteins, and it's presently advertised right here. Yeah, that's Provon and Avlonic. The same supplier as Opt Nutrition's Gold Standard 100% Whey. So why doesn't On Gold Standard carry a Prop 65 warning? Either basic sourcing's different, lower grade batches from Glambia, or their manufacturing pipeline is dirtier than a frat house blender bottle. Look, Prop 65 isn't just slapped on here for fun. It's required when it exceeds toxic heavy metals threshold. You may be wondering how basic supplements Whey blend stacks up against other industry budget heavyweights. Top Nutrition Gold Standard gives you verified sourcing, a percent daily value for protein, and no Prop 65 label. However, there is still that natural artificial flavors. Dymatize Elite Whey discloses flavoring amounts, holds an informed choice badge, and does cost extremely less. And then finally, MyProtein Impact Whey delivers third-party amino verification with an informed protein certification. Basic supplements Whey versus the classic fallback, Opt Nutrition Gold Standard. Both use Glambia source Whey, both say 25 grams of protein, and both flirt with transparency just enough to sound trustworthy until you actually read the label. Here's the difference. On gives you a percent daily value, but not verified amino profile in the tub. It's on the website. They upload a chart on their site, sure, but no third-party verification, no informed protein, just more marketing dressed like credibility. Yes, you do see natural artificial flavors still show up on On's label. It's just lower down. Doesn't mean they're clean, just better at label choreography. Meanwhile, Basic lists flavoring second like it's proud of it. No percent daily value, no clarity on the Whey blend, and a Prop 65 warning chilling at the back like it's invited to the Gaines party. On's not clean, but Basic is the kid who copied On's homework and still failed the class. Basic supplements superior Whey versus Whey Dymatize Elite. One of these is budget friendly and label transparent, while this one here is trying to convince you it's premium because it name drops Glambia like it's on a first name basis. Both list 25 grams of protein, both hit solid leucine numbers, but here's where Dymatize walks in receipts. They tell you flavoring is less than 2%. They use nutrition facts panel, not supplement facts. They're informed choice certified, meaning they're tested for banned substances. Meanwhile, Basic uses a supplement facts panel to hide behind blend ratios. Flavoring is listed second by weight, and they still throw a Prop 65 warning on the tub like it's seasoning. And here's the kicker. Dymatize is cheaper, 25% cheaper per serving. So let me get this straight. You're paying more for Basic's vague Whey blend, no quality testing, and a scoop that might come with lead sprinkles. Easy here. Dymatize wins with clean execution. All right, last one here. Basic supplements versus MyProtein Impact Whey. Both budget brands, one verified, while the other one, it's just vibing. Basic says it gives you 25 grams of protein with 2.5 grams leucine. Cool. No third-party verification. Now, MyProtein, slightly less protein per scoop, 22 grams, but they're informed protein certified. There is some mystery label math because I did ask for a amino acid profile. No dice. But Basic has more grams of protein. Yeah, you're sure that's protein, or is that 25 grams of flavored nitrogen cosplay? Let's go ahead and talk Amazon reviews because nothing says true validation like internet strangers who got it for free. The product has only 5 reviews. 5. 3 of them are Vine freebies, and the other 2 just say, great taste, no weird aftertaste. Meanwhile, absolutely 0 of them mention the Prop 65 warning or flavor concerns or that it clumps like a frat boy's college memories. These Vine reviews, that's basically the corporate version of paid actors in a low-budget infomercial nodding into a camera. Real people want protein that works, not just tastes like melted marshmallows. This Amazon page more looks like a cult recruitment pitch than a scientific breakdown. All right, let's go ahead and break it down, the pros and cons of Basics concentrate without the label romance. Pros, wheat flavor profile, I'll get to that, but blue marshmallow hits like a dessert for people who never outgrew cotton candy. Another pro, Glambia proteins, Provon and Avalanche are premium grade in theory. And then, of course, the printed on amino profile. It's presented and is present to show their math, even though no one checked the answers. The cons. Dyad Labs equals verified but worthless. Third-party tested means nothing without a certificate of analysis. The Prop 65 warning, yeah, that's real. Heavy metals above legal limits in California. Whoop-de-doo. And then finally, natural and artificial flavors is listed second above all the flavoring and artificial sugars. That's textbook amino padding design. Glycine, anyone? You may be wondering if 1 scoop is enough. On paper, sure. 1 scoop of Basic Whey claims 25 grams of protein and 2.5 grams of leucine. Technically enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis post-workout. There's a problem here. Basic makes you believe what's in the tub without offering a single shred of third-party verification. Scoop should be enough, but with Basic, you're not supplementing muscle, you're rolling the dice. Okay, let's go ahead, build ourselves a shake here. Going off our recommendations, we got 1 blueberry marshmallow. Let's go ahead, lock her up. Shake. All right, the mixability on this thing is immaculate. I think I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Super easy. Actually, I did not give it a 9.5 out of 10 because the shaker wall is nice underneath here. The concern is in the soup. The blue marshmallow flavor. Cheers. Things to note. Taste is fantastic. If you're someone who has a horrible sweet tooth like me, this could curb your sweet tooth. When you open up a container of basic blue marshmallow, it smells like blue cotton candy, which is fantastic. It stings the nostrils. It's good. Some people who have a really light sweet tooth may find this overly sweet. Another pro is that this is almost like a milkshake-like texture. So you have a little body and it does fill you up decently. However, the reason why I didn't give it the full point score in the soup here, it clumps up. If you use cold water and you shake longer than the 10, 15, 30 seconds, it will eventually emulsify. But overall, this could be a problem when mixing with warm water. I've done it with a post-workout. You're essentially chewing powder. So rounding up this review. So who is this protein powder actually for? Honestly, if you don't care about third-party testing, don't read amino profiles, and just want something sweet that mixes, basic whey will feel like it delivers. It's the kind of tub you grab for the novelty flavor, not because you trust what's inside. But if you're someone who reads labels, looks at the fine details, checks for heavy metal warnings before buying, don't buy this. It's not even close. However, if you want superior protein powders at a budget price, we got you covered. Opti Nutrition Gold Standard offers a more established formula with verified sourcing. It does declare a % daily value for protein and no Prop 65 warning, making a better, safer mainstream pick. However, I do have to warn you, natural artificial flavors is listed near the end. Dymatize Elite Whey delivers solid flavor, informed choice certified, and transparent flavoring levels at a lower price than on Gold Standard, and especially than this. However, there is that concern of natural and artificial flavors. Finally, MyProtein Impact Whey goes a step further with informed protein certification, meaning its amino profile and protein yield are third-party verified, something this brand refuses to do. It's my verified budget pick for quality, MyProtein. Now, final score on basic, 16.5 out of 50, 33%. Fails to deliver. Why? Basic lost points for Prop 65 risk, no % daily value for protein, lack of a verified amino testing, and flavoring that's suspiciously high on the ingredient list. It pretends to be premium by naming, dropping Provon and Avalon, but offer no breakdown, no transparency, and no third-party proof to back it up. The macros look fine. The flavor is fun. The label, that's where it falls apart. It's not the worst protein I ever tested, but it might be the most confident about doing the bare minimum. Let me know in the comments below. Have you bought a protein powder that looked clean on the front and felt shady once you read the label? Was it spiked? Did it come with a Prop 65 surprise? Drop the name below and I'll add it to the hit list of protein powders that I should be looking at and reviewing. If you want the full review on basic supplements concentrate whey with the FDA citations, amino spiking breakdown, and all the third-party testing receipts I could dig up, it's linked downstairs. If you are looking for full, honest, unbiased protein reviews that are not sponsored, you know where to go, jkramerfitness.com. Both links are listed downstairs. And as always, thanks for making it to the end of another review. Make it a great day. Should be listening to that song Blue by Eiffel 65.